are just across the Allegheny River from downtown Pittsburgh at rain-soaked Heinz Field in the Steel City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
To kick off for Buffalo.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Fake. They'll look to throw. That's caught by the 6'8" tight end, Zach Gentry. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Flushed out right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And maybe shades in the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
And it's 3rd down.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. T.J. Watt, the all-pro, in there to take him down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
This is taken at about the 14. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 22. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen.
At the 34-yard line.
On second down, a run with Breida. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Now, despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked up by Cameron Sutton. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Yeah, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll go deep down the middle. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football, Charles. Now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Allen. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And the Bills are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. We're scoreless after 1.
With no score.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Breida. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Pass for the Bills field goal. A 20-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills will take a 3-0 lead. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. 24-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, and his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Tre'Davious White with a pick. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder.
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
Touchdown, Buffalo.
Stephon Diggs, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
His kick.
And this one through the uprights and good.
The score, Bills 10, Steelers nothing.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 37 yards.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll get this one down to about the 27.
The ball carrier.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Zach Gentry, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have now made this a 1-score game.
As they began this last drive, things weren't exactly looking up for this offense. But after what they just did, putting the ball in the end zone, that took them away from the brink of possibly being knocked out of this game.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. Flushed out right. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
On first down, here's Breida. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now it's Breida. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd.
That would give to Breida. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. He pushed forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Allen now on the sneak. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Josh Allen keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Bills will add on to their lead. It's good to make it 17-7.
That's good. Makes the score Bills 17. Steelers 7. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
He'll have a first down past the 40 and brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Completion here to Claypool. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one goes for 36 yards.
still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man.
Number 1.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
1st down, Bills.
So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. A final shot before half for Allen. Being chased out left. And that's incomplete. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Allen and Knox teaming up there for a Buffalo first down. Here's Breida. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Escaping the pressure right. And this is taken him one-handed. What a catch. 22 yards there, a first down. Well, we know he has pretty good hands on display there. In fact, he only needed one of them.
Yeah, nowadays, all these receivers work on this, right? They do the one-handed catches off the machine in practice. They do it with their quarterbacks. They do it contested, uncontested. They make it part of their repertoire.
It's a pickup.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. Found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Allen's throw is complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 13-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he whips that one incomplete there.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. On the handoff, this is Breida. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Buying time to his left. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down. That has to feel like a very unsatisfying drive, right? You move the ball all that way, and then you can't convert on 3rd down.
But it was satisfying up until that point. Almost like a great movie, and then the film cuts out before the big ending.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th, eluding the pressure right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Isaiah McKenzie, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills will extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
5-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah.
And now here is another interception. T.J. Green with a pick. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Incomplete. It's 3rd down.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, Allen. And he's able to find Diggs. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon.
56. Here we go. 56.
From the gun, Allen. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
Bills.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Allen. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And the return will stop right around the 25. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away, now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And, you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 42.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On the delay, here's Breida. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Down at the 33-yard line.
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd and 1, Allen flushed out right. Check down to Breida. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. This is Breida. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Matt Breida with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bills turn that interception into a touchdown.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. Ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Well, he's definitely a big target out there, listed at 6'4", and he used every one of those extra inches to go up and make that catch.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Now they go screen. It's complete. 7 yards there on the 1st down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
And a man, and he hits him in stride. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. They'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
This likely a must-have. Third and goal.
You got three down.
On third and goal, they're going to run the option.
And that will be incomplete as well.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on fourth.
Single.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Escaping the pressure right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone. I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12.
The tackle.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15.
At the 15-yard line.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. Now Allen. He'll get this into the hands of Breida.
And he is going to have a Bills first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6.
First down.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Give them 14 on that one and a first down. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On play action, Allen. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Allen hit. He lost the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
On third down, a run from Breida. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up fourth down.
Fourth down.
The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the second time. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. This will be fielded at the 17. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that